AkronHipHop.com, the ReporterNewspaperOnline.com. We got Miss Akron African American Cultural Festival in the. I could have just read that.
Yep.
I went off my mind because I've been doing it all weekend long.
I know, but I'm not the only one. I'm just one of some.
You one of some.
One of
you
some.
You represent the whole head. First off, let us know. We're showing the logo on the screen right now. What is the logo? What is the symbol? And what does it say at the bottom?
Ramuo means duty and responsibility.
Is that what kind of symbol is that?
It is an Adinkra symbol. And remember, Adinkra means goodbye in Ghanaian culture. And historically, we know that Adinkra cloths were created when you made transition to the next realm. And the community would make a shroud to wrap the body that had symbols that reflected who and what you were in life.
Hey, look, I told somebody that's what that was. I feel like but you told me that a while ago.
Yeah,
I already knew. I said that was her Adinkra.
Adinkra.
All right, like the Oprah's cousin.
That means goodbye.
You better say it. Yeah. Listen, you know what we were talking about. This past weekend, you did your team and yourself, along with others, pulled together and pulled off the 40th annual African American Culture Fest here in Akron, Ohio.
Man,
let's recap.
We know the weekend started off kind of funky. It was overcast. It rained at 6 in the morning, rained at 8 in the morning, rained at 8:30 and 8:45 in the morning. Then it cleared up and was clear for the rest of the day.
That's Saturday, right?
That was Saturday. We started the day off with unity circle with libation. We know libation is an acknowledgement of people who come before us. And one of our good brothers out of Columbus, did that circle for us that day. After that, we played some African music. Then we had the youth talent show, of which there were 4 young people, all of which who made it to the next level, that is to appear on Sunday.
Big stage.
For crowd approval. And they did awesome job. We also had later on talent by Akron's Comedy Community Explosion with 3 comics. I like Tone Payne the best. I'm partial.
Right.
I'm okay with that. Ended the night with an awesome performance by none other than Ebony Red Soul.
The whole band was female.
With Brown Sugar. And when I tell you them girls brought the heat, double percussion line, double drummers, sister from Atlanta with the Afro Puffs rocked the house and turned it out. Ebony always does a good job, and as I mentioned, or she mentioned to me at the end of the show, she has love for Akron and will always come back to Akron. It was most appreciated that we remembered her to bring her back to her hometown and home city. So she did a great job, finished out the night. Oh no, Rare Image finished out the night. She was a lead into Rare Image. And of course, we know Rare Image is the cover band in Northeast Ohio. Glittery suits and all. They finished out the night for us. Unfortunately, it rained at 1:30, 2:30 in the morning again. Cleared out. Sunday, opened again with the Unity Circle and Libation. African music again. And what was great about Sunday was that we had a group come in, Just Love to Sing. And when I tell you that those folks took everybody to church, even those that don't go to church or only go to church on Easter and Christmas, it took everybody in the room to church that day. Finished out with those 4 finalists that I mentioned, and we had the opportunity to experience a young sister named Damon Smith, because I know that name Damon. I know a couple girls named Damon, and she, with her cute little Bantu knots, rocked it and won the prize. I believe she's 11 or 12 years old.
Won $300.
300 smackaroos, a check with her name on it. Her pops was there to cheer her on. She was literally shaking and tickled black to have won, and we were glad to have given that to her because she indeed did it. She is a star, a true diamond in the rough. Not counting me. She is a diamond in the rough, and we will hear more from her as she matures and grow up. So I cannot wait to see what life has in store for her. After Miss Ebony or Miss Damon finished, we had a little bit of music interlude, a little bit of fun and chuckles with Timbo. We know what he do. The karaoke style,
like
4 or 5 people. I think it was.
Yeah, it was dope.
But it was talent, again, and I will say to anyone that's like, oh, they were no, you get up on a stage in front of people you don't know in a room, semi-small stadium, and you sing and blow your heart out. And tell me what you think about that. So they did their thing, they did their job. I'm glad they had the nerve and the experience and the suave to do that. No prizes were given, but again, they got them a chance to perform in front of local hometown family and friends and community members. Michael Austin project with Tiffany Dawn was next. According to Timbo, he found them on none other than the Facebook. But they were absolutely exceptional. Miss Tiffany, beautiful songstress, beautiful stylings. We then shifted to some community announcements. And I think there was a winner of an Akron AIDS Collaborative 50-50 raffle. $250 was won. I didn't hear the name of the announcement of who won because I was off doing other things. Backstage, talking to Eileen Shapiro, who gave the Akron African American Cultural Association a commendation for 40 years of continuing the festival. Those of you who know about the festival, you know we started at the Standby South High School in the bottom, Moon Street and Vern Odom back in the day, or Worcester Avenue as we know, Old Scarlet. Great time. We thank Eileen Shapiro and our other funders who were Community or Children's Services Board, Alcohol, Mental Health, and Drug Abuse Board, Stewart Calhoun Funeral Home and Cremation Services, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, and from some of our sponsors, 100 Black Men, AkronHipHop.com, showed up and was in the house. Our funders absolutely loved the event. Standing room only as Confunction took the stage. We know they old-timey, but the old-time family favorite. They sang every hit from Chase Me to Love Train to Straight from the Heart, and folks was crying and hugging and loving on each other. They came a little late, but they showed out and showed up.
Oh, and we also had Mayor and Marco in the building.
You're right. The mayor showed up. Marco showed up. Gave us a preview of what's going to go on with the renovations at Lot 3, which are going to begin at the end of this season, and it will be closed and will not open again until 2022. But it gave us a little bit of sight of what's going to go on with that and how there are also additional smaller venues for community groups and organizations to use in their outreach efforts. So that was a good thing. I'm trying to think. They even finished with Candy, my favorite. So I think it was an awesome, good weekend. We had standing room only crowd. Everybody appreciated the crowd. Had to be dragged out. You know how to flick the lights when it's time for the party to be over. You ain't got to go home, but you got to leave here.
Right.
That's basically what had to happen for people to leave. They finished that show at 10:15 p.m.
Let me ask you a question.
It was a great night. Yes.
If somebody want to get involved with the Akron African American Association.
Cultural Association,
and be a part of the team to help out next year. How can they do?
Yeah, you can email me. You can put Debra, put interested community, want to join, whatever you want in the subject line. Akron African Fest at AOL.com, and I will answer that email and get back to you, because we have various committees that do this. And not just Debra that's here. We have an entertainment committee. We have a youth committee. We gave away book packs, starter book packs to all children in the crowd. We gave away about 200 of them. As kids just came up to the table, we gave them to parents, gave them to grandparents, things of that sort. And we also have a vendors committee. Frances Perkins won Community Service Award. She is one of the angels behind the scenes that make it possible for economic entrepreneurship to go on, because vendors come to make money for their next shows and families in next year. So that was a great opportunity for her, and we thank her for her service.
Okay, before we get out of here, tell them about your blog series that you're doing with us, your vlog series.
We're doing a vlog series on books. We did last week, a couple of weeks, sessions ago, not the miseducation of the Negro, but how Europe underdeveloped Africa. Classic book, a lot of response. I encourage you to read again. Each one teach one, rinse and repeat. Each one teach one, rinse and repeat.
And we did do the miseducation of the
I think we did.
Last week. So you've been doing it every week?
Every week. Because I wanted 25 books. Mr. Hiram said, you only got 8. So pick your favorite. And it was kind of hard for me.
Hey, listen, thank you very much. We appreciate you taking your time out.
Thank you.
For doing what you do down at the African Fest. I appreciate you so much. And we also appreciate you for having us out, AkronHipHop.com.
Oh, there was the only one in the place.
Come on now, we got free range.
Free range, like chickens, free range, running everywhere.
Hey, and we want to thank you for coming down and educating the community for free.
Absolutely.
When it comes to the books that's most needed in our household as Africans.
Truly an honor and a privilege. Honor and a privilege. Honor and a privilege.
Well, take us out of here, baby.
Thank you. Remember, you can visit me on YouTube by Diamond in the Rough. Excuse me. You can also get me on Facebook, Designs by Debra Calhoun. Also on Twitter at History Sister. And of course on AkronHipHop.com, because that's the only place where you can find independent media, thought, and organization on a 24/7 basis. And I thank you again, and I will see you next time.
Jazz and Jokes Ohio presents Saturday, July 31st, 3rd Annual All-White Affair at La Place Events, 1850 Bocoser Boulevard, Akron, Ohio. Live with 93.1 FM. Clean comedy featuring national touring comedian Michael Collier. Live jazz, spoken word, Akron's own DJ Be Nice, and our host Chris Harvey. 2 events, 1 ticket. Doors open at 5 p.m. Event starts at 6 p.m. Tickets $50. VIP $100. Eventbrite and Cash App at $Jazz Jokes Ohio.